This is an explicit podcast where we try to keep the conversations as raw and authentic as possible with no intentions of hurting anyone. So if you're very woke, religious, or sensitive, we highly recommend you do not tune in.
Rolling.
Do you like breasts?
Do I like breasts? Yeah, but I prefer ass better.
Oh, you're an ass person.
Yeah.
Same. You know what I think?
Mm.
I feel like people who go to the gym or who can... No, no, like, because I noticed for myself, started going to the gym around after high school. I wasn't too much into asses, and after that, it kind of, because you appreciate, boobs, you can't really build it up, but your ass, you can sculpt it, so you kind of have a deeper appreciation after going to the gym.
I get you what you mean, but okay, I think I'm totally talking about women here, but okay.
I'm talking about women too.
No, even when it comes to like actual chicken, I prefer the thigh meat, darker meat. So it's like
Okay.
it's
I do not understand people who tell me that they prefer breast meat. So I would say to them, but what if both thigh and breast contain the exact same nutritional values? Because people often choose breast because it's just leaner, right? More protein.
Yeah.
So I would tell them, what if both thigh and breast have the same nutritional values? What would you pick? And they still say breast, and I cannot understand. So I would say, do you like you just don't like better tasting chicken? So their reasoning would be it's easier to eat.
What's easier to eat about breast?
Because thigh, the bone there's more meat on the breast.
Yeah. So I think excuse my mild racism, but I think Chinese, value for money, so they say, breast is better.
Yes, it was a Chinese guy that said.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
also, it's someone who. Oops. Also, it's someone who, he's really not picky with his food. So for him, it really is just the easier option. Something where he doesn't have to deal with the bones. Yeah.
Oh man, I love the bones though. Like the cartilage is the best part, I think, for me. The crunchiness.
You mean beneath area?
The joints, when you crack and you make you feel like you're Superman. You're breaking people's like. Rah!
Do you eat the bones?
No, I don't eat the bones, but I do the cartilage. Yeah.
I was just listening to Will Sasso, really really hilarious comedian, and Brian Callen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Brian Callen said, I watched Will Sasso eat 24 wings in one go, and the bones as well. Yeah, because the bones were really crispy, so just ate it.
I mean, okay. I mean, you understand, like when you eat what pari and everything, like the bones are cartilagey. It's so I still eat it, but as dense as like a chicken bone or like even like a rib bone, I don't know.
Oh, no.
I cannot.
Let's say chicken wings, right?
Yeah.
I'll try to eat the, what do you call that side of the part, the chicken wing, that part, not the
wing lah, the tip, the wing tip. Is it
the end part of the wing?
Yeah.
I'll try to eat that.
Okay. Why? Is it bad? I mean, there's flesh on it.
No, I'll try to eat the bone too.
Oh, okay.
Until I'll try to, if it's chewy enough, I would try to usually, just to get as much flavor as I can.
Yeah. Okay. So going back to this guy who eats chicken, right? Like for me, I don't understand, when people leave meat on the chicken, because for me, if you eat a chicken, you clean it like to the bone. But some people they've got chunks here and there. It's like I feel like it's waste. Yeah.
I am that person.
Yeah.
Not all the time. Actually, probably all the time. It's just bad habits, I think. Growing up, my mom didn't cane me enough.
Really?
I mean, she would scold me, but maybe she wasn't.
Maybe that's why I'm fat.
No, you're not.
No. I watch Hot Ones sometimes.
Hot Ones with the Genie Boys, is it?
No.
Is it Genie?
The Hot Ones where they eat the spicy wings and all that.
Who hosts that shit?
Sean Evans.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of popular people do that shit.
Yeah. So I feel like they're wasting so much chicken wings because they just take one bite only. Like I understand when it's the hot and spicy one, right? That where they can't take one, but the mild ones, the one with the flavor, like there's like, this is good, this is good. Finish it.
Perhaps, they're doing a TV show, so they feel like they don't want to.
Oh, jaga, right? Oh, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
look
yeah.
at me. Look at this full spread. I love this. Thank you so much.
You know who eats all the food? Oh, dude, when Kavin and Kieran came, right?
Mm.
So I bought the keropok roda, right? Bro, before we started, they finished it. I'm like, what the fuck? So I went and grabbed more. Yeah. But the ones that don't eat anything are, let's say, if I have a vet on or a doctor, they're very conservative. Like, I mean, they would just not eat much. When it's comics, just down everything, bro. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, we got no shame, bro.
Yeah.
Shame?
Bro. So you've been in this industry for 15 years, 20 years.
About 17 years.
Would you say you are the first wave or second of comedians in Malaysia?
I'd say we're the first wave of young generation.
First wave of young
Yeah, I mean back then. Because we used to call ourselves the young comedians of Malaysia, YCOM.
Yeah.
Because that time the OGs were Harith,
Yeah, Joanne.
like Joanne, Indy Allen, Jip Murad. You know,
Are those guys still doing it? Jip Murad, I've never heard of him.
Jip passed away, bro.
Sorry, Jip.
Yeah, Harith is still doing comedy. Indy Allen, when they feel like it. Douglas is obviously, you know.
I saw him hosting Family Feud.
Yeah.
You guys, that shit hasn't come out yet, right?
No, it came out, like, I think 6 episodes came out already.
I went and searched on YouTube. I couldn't find it. Family Feud Malaysia?
Of course, it's not going to be on YouTube. You have to go on demand, Astro.
Oh, okay. So the ones on YouTube is probably really old episodes, because there's a channel there.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
Snitches get stitches.
I mean, I'm sure it's not someone that took it. I think it's probably older episodes. They just decided to dump it.
No,
there.
it's brand new, bro. It's
The Tamil ones, bro.
wait, the Tamil ones. All the family foods, like that's new. That's this year's content.
That is never supposed to be online, and only on TV.
Yeah.
Okay. the channel's doing alright. Got a couple.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, a couple of thousand subscribers, and it looks legit. Anyways, guys, before we get into the rest of this episode, so people who've been following me for the last 10, 20, 30 episodes or even earlier, I appreciate your support. If you've watched 1 episode, 2 episodes, that's 4 hours of your life. You have to at least sort of enjoy, it would be great if you could do me a favor, hit the like button, don't hit the comment button, leave a comment, suggestions, who you want to see on the podcast, thoughts on this particular podcast episode. And yeah, guys, it really means a lot. And every time I see a good comment from you guys, like complimenting the episode, that really keeps me going. So yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of the episode, and thank you. Papi Zak. Yeah, I didn't say your name once.
No.
People call you Zak. Is it?
People call me Zak. Papi is very stage.
What's Zak? Zakri, right?
Muhammad Zakri.
Oh, you're Malay.
Don't I look like it? No.
Shall we talk about polygamy?
Polygamy?
Very much legal for your people. Okay, let's.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Are you in a relationship?
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Have you been in a long one?
Yeah. My longest one was 2.5 years.
That's not too long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was my longest.
Myself as well. My longest is only about a year.
About a year?
Yeah. So I'm nowhere any more experienced than you, I guess. Yeah.
Who ended it?
Her. Yeah.
What did she say?
She said that she's not happy anymore, and I guess I didn't fight to keep her happy.
Bro,
Yeah. So I told
do we date the same girl?
no, but we probably have similar characteristics. So I mean, she's unhappy and then wanted to end things. So what I should have done if I wanted to keep her is, make her happy, try harder. Then I told myself, if I don't even feel like, if I feel like I have to force myself, then like what am I doing? But what's up?
What if she met? Oh, okay. She said that she went happy, and then she was.
This is my friends. Yeah, guys, shout out Amaral, my good buddy of mine. Sponsored me this iWatch casing. Really nice, cool stuff. Yeah, Amaral watches. Check them out. Yeah, what's up? That was impromptu.
Go back to the story. So she says she's not happy anymore, right?
Yep.
And what'd you say? Like she.
Well, I could have. She said she's unhappy. I can't remember the reason why she was unhappy. Probably as an accumulation of things, but usually it's a lot of times it's because attention. Right? Girls, we don't treat them special. Girls are very different creatures than guys.
For sure.
demand a lot of attention.
Yep.
But in a way, like as much as they are demanding, they are also super nurturing. And yeah, that's just how they are, different. Yeah. Why? What's up?
So when they say they're not happy, does that mean like they want you to try, or because my ex was like that, like she wasn't happy, she doesn't feel the same way as she did before, like when we were dating, the butterflies has gone. So does that translate to, look, I want you to try harder? Because if we translate it to, I want you to try harder, then she will be like, more resistant. Like you're coming on too strong. Okay, you'll back off, right? So it's like that, those mixy signals.
So did you leave it at that, or did you try harder?
No, I left it at that. But then,
yeah.
Post, like we're friends now. We're good friends. We're still good friends.
You still like her?
What? No. I don't. She's married with kids now. So
oh shit. So this is how long ago? 5, 6, 7?
This is like 7 years ago now.
Okay.
So, when we were talking about it, like I asked, hey, what did you want me to do something? Why did our relationship fail? Like I wanted to know so I can learn. So then when I come into another relationship, I know better, right? And she said, yeah, I wish you would have tried harder to keep us together.
I think also this is not a must lah, but even just asking them is not the best possible move. It's like
you should know.
It's really that way though. They how it's always cliche, they like a guy that can lead and blah blah blah. I think if you didn't have to ask them and you just do it, of course that would be better. Yeah. So
sorry?
Who was more hurt after the relationship?
I remember she cried after we finally said our goodbye, right? Like she cried.
You?
Okay.
Of course you cried, bro.
I cried, but I had a very delayed reaction, and it's the funniest thing. I'm trying to incorporate this into my joke also. So basically, what happened was, after we broke up, I kind of like needed to get away. So my friend had like Liverpool tickets.
Malaysia?
No. In Liverpool. So okay. I decided, let's go. Fuck, I don't care,
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
And on the plane ride over,
yeah,
I was like, fuck, I'm awake, right? Just scrolling through movies and everything like that. Nothing stood out except for Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze. Yeah. I was like, fuck, okay, let's okay, I'm in the mood for naughty dancing, right?
Yeah.
Then there was one part in that movie that brought me back to a Zak moment in our relationship, and that was okay. So she was Chinese, right? Of course, religion was a big factor, right?
Oh, I see.
So
yeah,
there was one part where, because Patrick Swayze's character is poor. Right, and it wasn't up to Jennifer Grey's high rolling rich family, right? So their relationship was a secret. So it was kind of like the same with us and her family, right? She always referred to me as that one guy friend that I had. That, you know, sometimes he comes over. Good friend only.
Yeah. But they kind of know what's up.
I don't know. You know, I had to prove myself sometimes that like I was just a friend, right?
Did you like have dinner with the parents, stuff like
Nope.
that?
I was invited over for dinner, like
Sleepovers.
No, they were never over when I had sleepovers.
I got you.
Yeah. So
Same.
so there's this one speech. Patrick Swayze says, "What about you? Huh? You think all the world's sunshine? I never see you introducing me to your dad, pretending like we're a couple." I was like, at that moment, it was just tears. What?
On the plane, is it?
On the plane, bro. The stewardess came over and like, "Are you okay, sir?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And she's seeing me watch Dirty Dancing. I'm like, oh.
But did you feel a sense of relief after? I think you would have, right?
What, the cry?
Yeah, after that.
No.
You're letting it out, bro.
No, like it's the minute I landed in London, I went to the first strip club just to feel, you know, some sort of.
But isn't it a relief as well because you didn't cry since the breakup?
Yeah, sometimes I don't know.
Strip clubs are haram, by the way.
Yeah, but you know, when you're heartbroken, you do anything.
Yes.
Right? You don't judge when your daddy goes to a karaoke joint. You know what goes on there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I wish I knew that. Like, okay. But
How long did you all date? Sorry, 2 years, right?
two
Two and a
and a
half
half, yeah.
years. You wish you would have tried harder.
yeah, maybe things would have been different. Maybe she would have been pregnant with my kid. You know.
Damn.
But that's old news now. I have moved on.
Yeah, very old news actually.
Well,
Yeah, we spent quite a while talking about it too.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, polygamy though.
mm.
So let's say you can have like according to religion, how many?
According to religion, as many as you want.
Oh really? As many?
But the thing is, you have to treat all of them equally. So if you go down on one girl, you have to go down on all the girls.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. I seen all these couples like, you know, complaining like, "Oh man, my girl's like this, oh, my girl like that." Like, you can't handle one girl. What makes you think you can handle like 4?
Dude, there's this account on TikTok. I don't know what it is. Something polygamy. So basically, it's this dude from. I think he's from Kelantan. Okay, yeah.
Of course.
I mean, I think that's so fucking racist to say that, but yeah, he is. So basically, his shtick is posting about his 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many. I think 4 wives, right? So he's always posting about them, and they're all living a very happy family. Yeah. So
That's his content?
that is his content, and a lot of people are seeing that shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the age difference between the wives, you know?
They're quite cute though.
All of them.
Yeah, they are all hijabbed up, but they're
Hijabbed
cute.
up.
They're cute. Yeah.
So you realize if he gets one of the girls like a proton, all of them have to get
Exactly.
protons.
No,
Yeah.
that's so. Just now earlier, you were referring to going down on the girl. I think that's definitely not the hardest part of keeping all of them happy.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
splitting equally. Just talk about time and attention, right? Because you take one girl. Okay, fine. Meals, you are most likely gonna take them out all at the same time. So
Sometimes maybe because, you know, all of them don't gel together, you know.
that's hell, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. You think it's, oh yeah, we're gonna have like a foursome or whatever, but it's not. It's not like that. This is
But honestly, do you know anyone?
yeah.
Like,
He's a comedian too.
no fucking way.
Yeah.
Damn, man. So does he have bits about it?
Well, actually his content is very like making fun of Malay and English like language. Has some sex bits in there too, but
Does he have bits about juggling both?
no.
I
Which
can't
I think he should, but he thinks it's
Like you see how Sim always does about his wife.
right.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
He can do that.
So imagine if Sim had 2 wives That's why I'm thinking that it could be really funny, man.
No, I'm just imagining two Seemings right now. You know, that's his wife. I think he'll be a lot wider than he is right now. Yeah. Yeah. As much as polygamy is the idea is great.
As many as you want.
As many as you want, right? But you have to, like, the effort that you have to put in. It's work. You know, it's not like you're just gonna sit back and all 4 wives or 6 wives is just gonna come. Oh, puppy, you're so you're so strong. It's not like that. It's not like that. That's called a brothel, correct?
Yes. So what do you think goes through the mind of someone that wants to have more than one wife?
Oh,
Or maybe they weren't thinking too much, lah.
No. I think this is gonna sound so bad, but it's that it's the Malay culture, lah, bro. I mean, you cannot give Malays money because they will just do stupid shit with it. For instance, our ex-prime minister's wife. Do you really need all that bag? All those gaudy bags? No, it's just show money only. Show money.
Bro, that is a very special case already on its own. Like, it's like a drama show, a TV show at this point. You know, like nothing is being. They're still living that awesome life.
Of course, they got their stash away money.
Is he still in prison?
Is he in prison?
Was he ever in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Rizal was in prison.
You had him on this podcast, right? Yeah.
With Darius Davis.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah.
Dude, you're in a very uncommon. Is it nowadays? Is really common, but back then probably uncommon line of work. Right, entertainment industry, a comedian, entertainer. How did you end up here, man? Like, what were you like growing up, dude? I'm sure you do a lot of this, like pinpointing moments in your life that made you take like certain routes that led to this place. You know, right?
Okay.
I love picking people's brains. You know, understanding how they ended up doing the shit that they did.
I think for me, it all started with Top Gun.
With Steve Martin. Sorry. That's not Top Gun. What is that?
Tom
again?
Cruise, bro.
No. What was the one that Steve Martin did?
We got Three Amigos.
No. Some Naked Gun.
Not C. Martin. It was Leslie Nielsen. They both are white people. Okay, he's in the entertainment business. Yeah. So it started.
Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun. When I first watched Top Gun, I was just blown away. And I actually wanted to be a pilot, and then my my mom was so precious. She's like, "You cannot be pilot because you're wearing glasses. You need perfect vision."
That's true, though.
Yeah. So of course that dream chat, but I love that whole world, right? And then she kind of like brought me to the cinemas, and that's when I fell in love with that whole like movie industry. So ever since I was a kid.
When did that dream shatter of you not being able to be a pilot?
In 1988.
No, I mean the age.
Oh,
primary, secondary.
Yeah, that would be 9 years old.
Okay, it's really young.
Yeah. Then that's when I discovered movies because I love being dramatic. Even when I was a kid, my mom said I was a little drama boy.
Dude, I think I was similar in a sense, right, dude? When I was in primary school, right, I was very Western influenced, like consumed a lot of Western media. Not only that, right? And this is the sort of thing where I didn't really realize until a couple of years ago. I would be reading a lot of what do you call that? You know, Hot Magazine, Lime Magazine, Galaxy Magazine. Yeah, I read a lot of that shit because my mom would buy it, right? And all of us read it, all our siblings read it. So I would read a lot of that. I would scroll every day on Perez Hilton, PerezHilton.com. Yeah, every day. And just refresh. And thinking back, I was 10, 11, around that age. I loved Desperate Housewives. Loved it, okay? 10 years old. The friends that I was mixing with...
Your favorite housewife?
I think I'm Terry Hatcher.
Oh, yeah.
Probably Terry Hatcher, Eva Longoria is hot, but I like that a little bit more matured,
I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
The same? Terry Hatcher, bro.
Yeah.
Ever since Lois and Clark.
They were all pretty fine. Felicity Huffman too.
Yeah.
Love me some
Terry.
blondies. Beautiful blonde girls.
Yeah. So
what was I saying?
you love Desperate
Yeah,
Housewives.
I was into, I guess what would you call that? Just the celebrity media stuff. I love all that gossip shit. Watched a lot of drama, the OC, One Tree Hill. I guess your time is what Gilmore Girls. What's even before that?
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Yeah, you were into that shit.
Yo, Katie Holmes was her kampong was like an hour away from where I studied.
Which state?
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, she's from Ohio.
Ohio. Okay, before we get into the uni side, tell me about high school.
High school.
Yeah.
I was all over the place.
What type of kid were you?
I was a very. I was a studious boy. Yes.
What's studious?
Studious mean I was a nerd lah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. If you see old pictures of me, it's definitely that
Glasses?
kid. Yeah, glasses. You say, I
Do you
can
wear
pick on that
contacts
boy.
now?
I wear contacts now.
Same.
Yeah. And
Nice.
so, I was popular because I was Malaysian. Because they.
Wait, where did you do high school?
I went to high school like in Belgium.
Holy shit.
In Brussels. It was a Brussels American school. So obviously, a lot of the students there were American, and at first they thought I was Latino, but then I said I was Malaysian because I had an accent then, and then they were.
Oh, you do look a bit Latino, man.
Yeah, bro.
You can pass as
That's
Latino.
why. That's where Papi came from.
I see.
Yeah, and then that's how I got kind of like popular because everybody knew me as that Malaysian kid.
How many years did you do in Brussels?
About 5 years. Yeah.
Oh, the whole high school.
Okay, so I was there since middle school. I know this 6th, 7th grade. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, pretty much most of high school. Then you didn't do high school in Malaysia?
I did like maybe a year and a half of high school in Malaysia. That's when my dad was stationed in Cambodia during the Khmer Rouge uprising. So
I don't know what that is.
okay, so
Never mind.
okay, Cambodia was at war. My dad was working at the embassy there.
Is it the Pol Pot's thing?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it
yeah.
was. Bro, that's not that long ago. 30 years ago?
Yeah, 98.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very infamous.
Yeah, so sometimes like when we go on vacation to see our dad,
Wait, your dad was stationed in Cambodia
Yeah.
during all that?
all that nonsense. So the residence that we stayed in was like, heavily
Perhaps just give a brief summary, like what actually happened.
Okay. So the Khmer Rouge were people that were gonna take over the nation. They were, like basically rebels in the jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
the communists basically.
Yeah. So at night, sometimes you can hear pop, 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 pop like that, and then
Just like in Detroit.
except these motherfuckers had AKs. All right.
Oh shit! Yeah, damn.
And then you approach the guard that are guarding us, and it's like, are we safe? Are we safe? And it's like, nothing. This normal.
Wait, you when you say you approach, you say you.
Yeah.
You and your family,
Yeah, we were.
and you all live around the corner. Your state, state.
Yeah, we were generally in the capital area, but we can still hear. Yeah, and then that was okay. So before that, my dad was stationed in Zagreb, Croatia, during the Serbian and
Another war.
the Serbian and Bosnian.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, is your dad in the? Is he CIA?
No. He's just a diplomat.
Oh, so he's actually involved.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. Damn. No
there was
wonder.
one instance where they were bombing Zagreb, and
Where? Siberia.
Do
you say Siberia?
Croatia,
Croatia, okay.
Zagreb, the capital city.
What's the capital?
Zagreb.
Zagreb. Okay, I
Yeah.
never knew that. All right.
So
Zagreb.
in in Zagreb there was a bomb. There was bombings. So I remember I had to like put on that UN helmet, the full body vest thing, and go to the basement and just wait out for the bombings. Yeah, bro.
Hey man, do you suffer from any form of PTSD?
No, because why? Because in college I smoked so much weed that I forgot. But thanks for bringing it up.
No, but so it was fucking terrifying for you at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I was. In that,
I mean, the way you're talking about it doesn't seem like it, but yeah, I can imagine. How do you not feel? So, let me get this straight. This was mid your high school time or?
Yeah, mid high school.
Why didn't you stay in Belgium where it was safe and?
Because my dad's posting was over already.
His what?
My dad's station in Belgium.
Yeah.
It finished. His time there finished. So then they moved him to Croatia, Zagreb.
Oh shit! Then you had to go long.
Yeah, and then we went there for a bit, and then they shipped us
To where? Belgium?
to Malaysia. Come back to Malaysia. Then that was the first time I came back to Malaysia.
Are you serious? Like kindergarten also you were never here? Where were you?
Kindergarten,
Yeah.
Japan,
Primary?
primary Japan. So I was in Japan for about 5, 6 years.
You like Japan?
Oh, I love it, man.
You love it?
Yeah.
I mean, not just the girls, right?
Well, I mean, at that time, I was too young to know about girls.
Yeah. Definitely.
But man, it was just such a haven for me, you know. I mean, all the Gundams and
Anime, you love anime?
oh, I love anime. And anybody who watches anime in English is a fool.
Do you watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, but I'm not really into that so much. I'm a true blue Dragon Ball.
Yeah, of course you are Dragon Ball. Bro.
Anything by
Samurai
Akira Toriyama, actually.
Samurai X?
Yeah, Kenshin. Yeah.
That was great, man. Samurai X. Full Metal Alchemist was very highly rated. The storyline or not. Yeah, I loved it. Brotherhood.
I'm trying to get into Attack on Titan. I still haven't gotten to that.
Never. The last series I followed is just Naruto. After that, stopped following animes.
One Piece?
No, I never did One Piece. Yeah. And it's too much to actually start. Wait, you didn't like Naruto?
No. I mean, I was okay with it. I wasn't crazy.
You know Yamcha Sessions, the podcast?
Yeah.
They fucking love anime shit, man. Dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think if you go on their podcast, you have a lot of fun. They love talking anime, bro.
No.
Dude, yeah, do you like, were you big into Naruto?
No.
No.
Just
Pass your time.
yes, personally.
Yeah. Different eras, I guess. You must be a Friends person.
Yeah, I guess so.
Know How I Met Your Mother?
Oh yeah, I prefer How I Met.
Serious?
Yeah.
Because it's more common that people from How I Met Your Mother era prefer How I Met Your Mother. People from Friends era prefer Friends, you know. And
I think I grew up with Friends. Yeah.
this is not common. Yeah.
I grew up with Friends, but I related more with How I Met Your Mother.
Okay, I've never heard this before.
Yeah.
But I fucking loved How I Met Your Mother. Big foundation of where I sometimes the inside jokes that I make with my friends until now still.
So
From that.
I still have my friends who still do the Friends reference.
Sorry.
I do have friends who do Friends reference.
Yeah. Of course.
But
South Park.
oh, fuck yeah.
I fucking love South Park. I was watching South Park, Desperate Housewife, all at 10 years old. So I know that I didn't have any friends that watched the same shit as me. Really was into that. For people that don't know, South Park, Family Guy, all sort of dark humor. Also, the reason why my humor is a little dark also. Yeah, because it didn't just happen by accident, you know, right?
Like, I remember watching the first pilot episode of South Park when it was just
The Jesus
cut
one,
up,
right?
yeah. Santa Claus and Jesus. Oh my god!
But honestly, the later episodes aren't so good anymore. If you've watched,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
I mean, I know that they're always like pushing the envelope and stuff like that.
always. They kept on doing that shit, but it's very. You can just tell that they are following the same
Formula.
Yeah, same formula, but not no quality in it. It's
Oh.
just it's just very obvious. Past season 15, it was that way. Just not so good. Before that, it was awesome. Sometimes I still rewatch episodes.
Yeah.
Leave it on. How Met Your Mother as well,
Mm.
man. After high school, you did your final year of high school in Malaysia, is it?
Yeah. At ISKL.
How did you feel like fitting in here, man? Like trying to transition back to
It was hard, dude.
adapting. No friends, right?
Mm,
You
yeah,
literally.
This is like the era before Friendster, before Facebook
Social
and stuff,
media.
social media, right? So it was very hard to keep in touch with friends unless you personally wrote them in a letter, right? I still think about you and that kind of
There's
stuff.
no texting as well, right? Just house lines.
No house lights, exactly.
Damn.
And you know what sucked back then is like when you finally found your friend's contact number, and then you want to reach out and and they're like, so like, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, so we're good. Yeah, like, bro, I miss you, man. Like, it's been 5 years since I last saw you. Come on, catch me up with all what's going on.
And you're in a different country.
Yeah, different. So yeah, it was very, very hard adjusting back, especially when I had to be reprogrammed to learn to speak Malay, which is
Oh, dude.
still tough for me.
I'm not sure about this. So, what do you call the international school syllables? Like, what type of exam do y'all take? Like, not SPM, right?
Oh, SATs?
Y'all do Malay as well?
No.
No,
SATs
right?
are all English.
Okay, so yeah, when you say you have to pick up Malay, it's just conversing everyday life.
Yeah. Because imagine like when people are speaking Malay to you and then you just like, yeah, I don't understand.
And you look Malay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, till this day, fucking Kevin still gives me shit about my Malay.
But I'm sure now you have no problems conversing.
No problems, but it was like a really big crash course, especially when I came back from uni in 2003, where like I just had to integrate myself, find a job, and people were talking to me in so much excessive Malay, and I still had my thick like American accent, like really thick American.
Thicker than now.
Yeah, real thicker than now. You think like this guy Poyo sangat they talk like that, but then now it's a lot toned down.
They always think this way, this dude, right? Because there was this I forgot who it was, one of the guests. He's a Malay guest that spoke English, right? And the comment said like the usual, the most typical one, don't speak English, balik America.
Wow.
And then I replied, if we can't speak English, then why we learn in school? They just nothing to say lah, dude.
That's when I truly felt like a stranger in my own country, when people would say, "Oh, you speaking."
But you say your own country, it's not really your own country, right?
Well, my passport says I'm Malaysian. The hell?
Yeah, but it's not like you were here until you were 5, 6, and then you left and came back, right?
Yeah.
It's different, man.
It's different, and then they say like, "Oh, ko anak orang kaya lah dapat mana." I say, "No, I'm broke, bro."
Yeah. So, from doing your SATs here, then after that you went to Ohio.
Ohio.
For how long?
Well, was there for another 5 years.
Awesome time.
Yeah, that one. Let's just say I left a virgin. I came back a slut.
Some of the American Pie shit,
Ooh, bro. Like they okay. Ohio. If you want a general idea what Ohio is like, it's like
Is that
it's like the Kelantan of the US, right? It's only white boys.
Is it southern? It's not southern.
It's Midwest.
Okay.
It's like the smack down middle. That's America right there. That's why you see in Hollywood movies, they always want the pure girls. They say, "Oh, look for girls from Ohio," right? Ohio is like that all they know is like farming, farming, football, and I guess fucking the 3 Fs: farming, football, fucking that's it.
Did you get into football?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually did.
Yeah. I did.
You played football.
I played football. I actually played rugby first, and then the coach said like,
who plays rugby there?
Like there is, I mean, it wasn't a big like it wasn't like a big national sport.
Yeah.
But there was a club team,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then these are the first few Americans, especially from Ohio. They're like, yeah, rugby's better than fucking American football, man. You know, because American football, you stop and then you go, and you stop, we go. This rugby is like continuous, right?
Yeah.
So it's all this constant hitting.
So which is more tiring?
For me,
Rugby.
rugby lah. It's
Yeah.
just especially like I started out playing sevens.
Yeah.
That was just constant running, and then I moved on to 15s, which is a little better. And then I mean football. It's football hits harder. Especially,
more brain damage.
Yeah,
I mean, just imagine, right? Like, imagining those people wearing those, what do you call that shit? The pads, pads and whatever, and they're running so damn fucking fast, right? It just shows how athletic they are. You know,
it's crazy.
Real
But,
freaks, right?
I mean, if again, this is like old school, new school talk a lot, but old school like paddings was like huge. All right,
Bigger, way bigger. You mean?
Way bigger, like because they really wanted to protect, right?
Yeah.
But now it's lighter and it's sturdier, so it's more you're more agile when you're.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
But yeah, you still get your protection.
Yeah, but it's still something that you have to run with.
Exactly. It's just like wrestling back in the day and then wrestling now.
You mean
like,
pro wrestling?
yeah.
Why are you laughing?
just making sure, like, so the ring, the material was so much harder back in the day because you guys got like
You mean the mat?
the
You're
mat,
talking about the mat?
yeah.
Why? What's the difference the mat back then and today?
It's harder material, like it's not the bouncy wood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So last time it was just a board.
It was just a board. It was like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like stick, but when you get slammed on in the ring, it really takes a toll on your body. Like I don't know if you saw the Hulk Hogan podcast
Which
with
one?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you see how he his body has shrunk, how many bone replacement he had.
Yeah,
to get.
all of them, dude. They're all fucked.
Yeah,
man.
but
Yeah.
you get less of that
Today. Yeah. Ayas also was talking about it.
Ayas.
Yeah. He also did the podcast. He also was talking like today they are sort of a bit softer because they're doing more acrobatic shit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they're more strict on the PED controls as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean.
Because they're trying to reach a wider range of audience, appeal to the
If
the
you
masses.
do that here in Malaysia, nobody's gonna know.
Industry. So you came back after 5 years.
I was doing a lot of odd jobs.
Where in
Like
US?
no. In the US, I worked in an events company doing security. So
Bouncer.
well, I mean that was one of it, but we also we are an event company that provides security for like concerts and stuff like that. So thanks to that job, that's when my love for music really truly like appreciated, right? So like I got to see Jay-Z live, I got to see 50 Cent, Vanilla Ice, all those guys. And then when I moved back, I was trying to find something in the similar, like, events.
Entertainment.
Events. And then my friend hooked me up with a job in production, which I was like, whatever.
But what sort of role in production?
I started out at the bottom, like those production assistant.
The camera guys.
Yeah, the guy who just carries. Oh, you want more coffee, sir? All right, that guy.
Yeah.
But then I ended up working a theater show for Harith Iskandar.
By coincidence, or?
By coincidence, because the owner of the production house that I used to work for is best friends with Harith. So he's like, Harith, let me produce your 1 hour show. And we did it.
It was huge already back then, right?
Yeah. So Actor Studio, when it was in Bangsar, shout out to Actor Studio Bangsar. That's when I first met Harith, and I was working backstage for him. And then that's when I got to know that there was stand-up comedy in Malaysia. And it was good to see, because in the States I saw like Dave Chappelle, I saw Eddie Murphy, I saw Martin Lawrence, right? It's funny, when they talk about black style, like black
I love black humor.
Yeah. it was good to see and refreshing to see a Malaysian stand-up comedian talking about Malaysian shit and relatable Malaysian shit.
Who are you referring to?
Harith,
Okay.
right? Yeah, so much of his so I was very inspired, and I kind of like, you know, I worked three of his shows backstage, you know, just as the stage manager and stuff. And finally, I just you know, just gathered all this courage and just like, okay, look, Harith, I wanna open for you. There's no experience, just straight up.
No, but yeah, it's so weird. There's no open mics back then, right?
There was
Yeah.
no open mic back then, until Free Flow at Actor Studio, organized by these guys, Chiho's former improv troupe,
Yep.
Comeback Kings.
I don't know.
Yeah, so these guys organize a open mic night where
Like
everything goes.
weekly,
Anything goes.
weekly thing.
It wasn't a weekly. It was mostly a monthly thing, actually. So there was stand-up comedy, there was improv comedy, there was some singing, right? So Harith said, "Why don't you try doing this open mic night, and then we'll see how it goes."
When you told Harith you want to open for him, what did he say to you?
He's like,
Like, what are you talking about, man?
yeah. He was. You can see in his head, he was like, "You're not ready. Like, you can't just jump into comedy. Like, nobody can just jump into comedy.
Yeah.
You need a few like trial runs first." Which I understand now, but back then, you know, I kind of took it like as a bit of a rejection, you know. But it's just me being sensitive.
Dude, that's definitely you being sensitive, right? But it's so funny how, younger you would think that back then.
Yeah. So
Because it meant a lot of you to even to gain that courage to even ask him, and for him to say that. Yeah, so you felt like, oh, it's a rejection, but it's only business.
yeah, it's only, like I'm still as much as long as I've been doing stand-up comedy, I'm still learning,
Of course.
constantly learning about the craft. So I think that's what makes the genre very exciting and dangerous. But yeah, after a couple of rounds of open mics, and then he saw like, okay, you can open for me, and that's when I opened up for him. And that time he had Jit Murad, he had Indian Allen,
Opening for him? Or alongside?
to do, like alongside him, to do, like it's like Harith and Friends.
How were you when you opened for him? Like, did you think you were okay?
Okay, honestly, I was okay. Some jokes hit, some didn't, and I realize that now. But I'm glad I went through that process, because I needed to know that I suck. Fun fact: I was working backstage when Rizal opened for Harith. That's when I got like, okay, if this guy Rizal can open up for Harith, maybe I can open up.
So you guys started almost the same time?
Well, Rizal did that one-off bit, and then he left for the US.
Okay. I think he mentioned also in the podcast. Yeah. Correct. Wow, last time it was really, there was no open mics, right? But still there were opportunities like that where Harith Iskandar sees someone interested and then he would give you a shot at it, right?
You want to know what happened that night that I had my first open mic night? And
What's up?
so that's where I first met Kevin as well. First met Kevin and Andrew Neto and Kwa Jen Han. That's how we started our group. Okay, but so I did my bit. I think I killed it. Everybody, Kevin did all right. Neto did super well, right? Jenhan did good as well. But Harith approached Andrew, say, "Hey, you're very good. You got so much potential." Blah, blah, blah. That's how Harith brought Andrew under his wing, and then it happened in front of me and Kevin, and we were both like.
But Neto he started way earlier than you.
Maybe a year or 6 months earlier than I did. Yeah.
It was really all around the same time. No?
Yeah. Like I said, like, okay, maybe Kevin and Neto got into it first, and then they met up with me and Jenhan, and then that's how the group kind of like.
Dude, I can imagine back then, right? Because what's really important for stand-up comics is promoting yourself, right? To be able to sell tickets to do shows. Back then, how did you get your name out there? Whereas today, it's all pretty much how good you are at your social media.
I think big credit goes to at that time now a defunct publishing company, Time Out magazine.
Yeah.
So they held every month a comedy show featuring best of the best. Like, I mean, you know, at that time, best of the best comedians in Malaysia. Local talent. They really pushed us, and they were they were a magazine, so they really, like, you know, they interviewed every single one of us who had no background, and then slowly from Time Out magazine, people started getting.
So you could pretty much say if it weren't for Time Out, it would have been much tougher,
It would
much
have been
tougher
much
time.
tougher. Like, we would have to go to the star begging, like, please.
So okay, so through that, you would get just like referrals to go host events, do
Pretty
shows,
much. Yeah.
even corporates and all back then.
And then I got very lucky during that time that I got a job with LiteFM. On
Oh, you were a DJ as well? Yeah. Okay, wow.
So because of that job, Astro's connections, it kind of like linked me to, like, oh, this guy can MC, and so and then that's how kind of like, I guess, I formed my family.
Tell me about how much you improved on the mic just doing radio, because you know Dennis Yin.
Yeah.
He only did radio for a year, but he was here just last week or 2 weeks ago, and then he was telling me about that's when he really, because he was hosting events and all, but then after he did radio, he said that really he went up another level because of what he learned at radio.
For sure.
Tell me about that.
Radio really forces you to think on your feet and think quickly. Especially at
How about the arms? That's
Yeah,
a big
that
no,
was-
right?
I had my partner at that time, Sarah Lowe. She was very particular about this. Somehow she's very particular about grammar. Like, she's one of those, like,
Grammar
Nazi
Nazi.
bitches.
Haha.
Love you, Sarah. But because of her discipline, it really rubbed off on me, you know, like, how do I prepare for what I'm going to say next? Like, you have to say whatever you have to say within 30 to 40 seconds, right? And everybody's got to get it. So it's got to be fast, and it's got to be precise, and, it's got to be sharp. So everything, and you have to think about what's coming up next. Like, is it a song? Is it news or whatever? So she really kept me on my toes, and especially that time, because somebody fucked up on air, actually fucked up on air and started, like, cussing on air. And even one time
Why did he cuss accidental? Was it?
He forgot to switch off his.
Okay. But I forgot who was that told me that when they say on air, it's not really on air.
Okay, that is the fail-safe device, where it's like, say I say something now, it only comes out 30 seconds. Out in public.
Okay.
So it's kind of live.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Because that within that 30 seconds, say I said fuck, right? There's a dump button, which it just erases everything I said for the last 30 seconds and then just cuts to.
There's another person monitoring everything that's going on, so he
Correct,
can
the
dump
producer.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That person can dump shit. The DJ himself can dump shit.
So that guy forgot to dump all the cusses and shit.
Exactly. No, the guy just forgot to turn off his mic.
Okay.
And because of that, everybody was punished, and everybody had to go live, and then pre-record is forbidden. Pre-recording is forbidden.
Oh, it was a normal thing to when you say pre-record, are you talking about that 30
So
second?
you say, like, I'll do, like, the next half hour set in like maybe 10 like 5 minute pre-recording. So then for that half an hour we can just chill and just do whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Really helped out.
Radio forces you to be clever with your vocabulary, like use other words, besides just using your go-to word. Like I used to say, like, okay, right off the bat.
Yeah. Sometimes even on podcasts, right? Like the other day I forgot what word. I used a couple of words. Like I've never heard myself use that word before. Yeah, it just comes out.
I can tell you what Calvin's crutch word is. It's here's the thing, and you know. So he will go blah, 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 you know. Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah. Okay. I wanna. I heard you mentioned about when you were younger, you were getting bullied a lot. Yeah, for being big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't.
Which when you were in primary or high school, or how was it?
All right. It was mostly in primary. Okay. I love Japan, right? But Japan is very white orientated, right? If you're
You're talking about skin color.
skin color, exactly. So because I came in with my brown skin, right, especially to that international school, it was, mind you, it was an international school, yeah.
Yeah.
So they had kids from Africa and stuff like that, but for some reason, like these kids picked on me because I was brown.
But
Then they used to call me poo poo head. Like,
oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's but they call me unko. Unko is shit
in Japan.
in Japanese. Yeah.
Kids are horrible, right?
What to do?
Kids, were you? Were
So
you,
I had to hang out with the other ethnic kids, like and not feel so bad.
so you were always on the end of bullying, but were you ever the bully?
Was I ever no?
See, I was bullied quite a bit in primary school by your close friends, you know. So it's
My close friend?
no, sorry,
Oh, no,
my
no.
no, by my own close friends. Yeah, so it was, yeah, my friends, but they will still tease me, and a lot like it's just a lot. But then when I went to high school, so I was a little bit of a bully, but I never went. I never went that far because you definitely know how it feels like lah, to be on the receiving end.
Sure.
It's horrible. Not being able to have just not being able to have friends. You know, you come to school and then your friends all make fun of you. You got no one to talk to, and you feel damn lonely. Let me ask you this: like, were you always a big kid when you were in high school? No,
I was a skinny, lanky kid.
you didn't get fat shamed though.
I didn't
Right.
get fat shamed though. I was
When did you put on the weight?
when I started playing rugby.
Did you put it on purposely?
I guess so. I mean, because over there, you know, you train, you sleep with your teammates. So you, it was a
You
eat,
sleep with your
study.
teammates.
I mean, you know, yeah. So we did like all the meals were like, okay, Zach, you need to eat this, you need to eat this, you need to eat this. Okay.
Oh, it was like prepared. Like
It wasn't
planned.
even a prep meal. It was just a pile of like protein loaded stuff, you know, and that's how it is. Like even I remember there was every Wednesday in my college there was the neighborhood McDonald's.
Yeah,
They would sell 2 Big Macs for $1. Yeah,
that's America for you.
that's
bro.
America for you, bro. And then yeah, sure enough. And then we were talking about chicken wings earlier.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they had this neighborhood chicken wing stop called the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, yeah.
B-dubs. And they would have a competition every last Friday of the month or something. So all these, I would fight with football players and rugby players for this like competition.
Wait, an eating competition.
Eating competition, bro.
So how many wings could you?
For me, and that's back in my prime.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I finished about 100, 120.
Were you heavier then? No,
Not
right?
really. Not really.
Dude, you ever watch like Nathan's
Yeah,
hot dog eating
the hot dog,
comp-
yeah.
They're not big guys, man.
No,
Not at all, bro.
They're just high metabolism.
I don't know. Like what's the guy's name? Shit, what's his-
Kobayashi.
Yeah, Kobayashi, the Japanese dude that won I don't know how many years in a row. I don't think he's the champ anymore. But dude, he's just lean and he's not even that tall, dude. Yeah, but
But it's yeah. So where I'm at right now, like you
can
know,
you eat as much as you could?
I still can, but I don't want to.
I know, but you think you can
Yeah.
eat as much as you did during the competition?
Not as much, but still a lot, right?
But why? How come you could eat more then?
I was always
You're
like,
heavier now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was always training.
Okay, got you. Yeah, football.
Yeah. So I mean, now it's just like, I'd be lucky. So my ideal, like, I guess what I'm trying to get in the gym is I want to get lean enough so that I can eat whatever the fuck I want without being like, oh, there's no. So I just like whatever it is, like Amar, you're talking. He eats
like,
whatever the fuck he wants, and
eats
he
like
keeps
crazy.
eating, right? Because it's just fuel.
No, but I can tell you like even Arma will let you know. You have the opposite genetics as Arma. The exact opposite, right? Endomorph they call it. So what it means is even if you were slim last time when you were slim when you were very young, could you see your abs? No. Yeah, I was also similar. So basically the lower tummy is where the fat is. Arma's body type is a mesomorph. Mesomorph means that you gain muscle fast and you're always relatively low on body fat.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is what people like Usain Bolt, the sprinters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bodybuilders as well,
Right.
they are the most gifted Yeah, so it's also lucky, right? Yeah, but I think I saw recently you what was the burn challenge.
Yeah.
How was it, bro?
It was heartbreaking, actually. I mean, I've never experienced a heartbreak like that since my
Your
heartbreak.
Dude, tell me how about it. It's a month, is it?
It was over a period of 3 months. I was actually at a worst point in my life. Like I was very depressed. I wasn't getting any jobs. I didn't feel funny. I was like, just anybody who was around me, I was just bringing down with me, right? I wasn't very stable. And then I saw this competition. Like I really needed money. Like I was struggling. Like I said, I'm a comedian. I'm broke, right?
What was the competition about? Like,
the competition is lose the most amount of body fat and win 100,000. Yeah, in 3 months. 100K. Yeah. I really needed that 100K. Like that was my pure motivation. And I was surprised at myself, like when I was focused, like I was doing 2 a days. First
2 times a day, you mean?
Yeah, 2 times a day. Like cardio and then weights. Cardio, weights. Okay. And then when at the halfway mark, I wasn't losing body fat.
Wait,
I was
let's go back to the moment you saw it. Tell me, like, what went through your head?
I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that for money. I will.
Did you think, can I do it, or what makes you think that I can do it now? Or
no, because I was just, it was just. I mean, I was surprised at myself, and I was very proud of myself also, like, because it was just laser focus. Like I said, I wasn't gonna cheat. I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I said the money is the motivation. You need this money to help you out till like I don't know till next year.
Yeah.
Right. And that was all I focused on. I was like eat, sleep, and then train. Because
you're such a big guy, right? You have a lot of weight to lose, so you have that advantage as well.
Yeah.
In terms of you start off at a very high body fat
exactly,
percentage.
and everybody was saying like, "Dude, you have the highest chance of winning." Yeah, sure, great, yeah, okay. And halfway point, I was losing a lot of the weight, but I wasn't losing body fat. So
how does that work, or why does that happen?
Yo, that one also is a mystery that I'm still trying to figure out. But
so your starting weight when you started that
165.
165, and 3 months later, how many percent?
17.
You lost 17%.
Yeah.
17% is a lot for 15 kgs.
Yeah, but do you know how much the winner lost?
The winner I don't know how much.
The winner lost 80%. 80, okay, not
how can you lose 80%?
Yo, I also don't know, but the guy that that won, I mean, kudos to him. Okay, maybe he has a lot of time, whatever, but he did 3 days constantly, okay, and he was strictly on a keto intermittent fasting thing.
No, you have to be starving at the point. Yeah, you have to be starving.
So he lost a little bit of weight. He didn't lose that much weight, He just lost all his body fat because he just constantly, I don't know. Somebody was telling me at the halfway point I was doing too much cardio, so that's why I was losing all the weight. right? You need to do more weights. And then did more weights, right? But I still balanced my cardio. At that time, I was doing 3 days, two sessions of cardio and weights. And then my muscle grew, right? And then the trainer was saying, like, yeah, you gained a lot on your muscle mass. Like, fuck you. That's why. But they say you build your muscle so it will burn the fat.
But was that the problem? Because you gain muscle, that's why.
I
Because
think
muscle is weight as well.
yeah. I think that was the main problem because I didn't concentrate so much on the muscle gain.
The guy that lost, you say 80%. How many kgs is that?
He lost 3 kgs.
Huh?
He lost 3 kgs. My body fat was at like a 30 something, and then
How can you lose 3 kgs and that's 80% body fat?
so I started off like with a 35, like 38.4, right?
Yeah.
And then I dropped to 31. That's 17%. Okay.
Huh?
So how they count is what your body fat percentage was at the first time, and then they minus it with after 3 months later, and then they divided it by 100, and then they minus it from the final 31%.
Okay, yeah, it's
So
complicated.
it's very complicated.
Okay.
But at the end of the day,
It's
it became
fair.
17%. So what he did was he started off somewhere like 35, like even lower than my body fat percentage, and he went down to like 3%. Yeah.
But you said he only lost 3 kgs.
Yeah. He didn't.
Is he cheating? I don't understand.
If you know how to manipulate your body, I think anything is possible.
Okay, in terms of how he looked. So basically it was all flabby and then he got super
No,
lean.
he wasn't even flabby. He wasn't.
It's a fucking scam and and guess what? Babel was also in on the scam, so they didn't have to pay the 100,000.
Oh, let's not go there.
It doesn't make any sense. How can you lose 3 kgs and win the competition? You ever watched The Biggest Loser?
Yeah.
I love that show, bro. You this was quite a
There's a
while
guy.
ago, man. 10 years, more than 10 years, 15 years ago.
So these guys are,
CrossFit people,
yeah. I mean, they not CrossFit people, but
the gym junkies.
yeah.
But did he start off like very flabby?
No, he started like that, like not as lean, but
He ended up
that's
like don't understand. But bro, that 3 months, did you go every day? Every day, 2 times a day.
except for Sundays.
The motivation you would say is money.
The money, straight up. I needed that money, like in a bad way.
And like right now, do you still work out?
Yeah.
How
But
often?
Not 2 days anymore. It's
Once a day.
Yeah, once a day,
Where
every other day. I'm still with Babu.
I love Bevel Gym.
Yeah?
Probably the best interior design and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I went there for my third free trial. Yeah, my third free trial recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I always enjoy my time there. I'll because it's only like one week or 3 day trial like that, right? I'll make sure I spend 2-3 hours, swim as well.
Yeah.
Very very nice. Let me ask you this, because you know Piers Morgan. Yeah, Piers Morgan always says this. He's had some fat influencers on, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of commotion over fat influencers. A lot of people think that they're promoting the wrong message, right? So Piers Morgan always says that a little bit of fat shaming is good for you. Yeah, what do you think about that? Guys are very different than girls, though, right? We think very differently.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a reality check, but it's a check. You know, like, okay, if you said, "Oh, is that you getting a little bit of weight?" I'll be like, "Fuck you." Okay, that means that's like motivation for me to, like, you know, okay, I'm not doing enough work, or, you know, it's not showing, or you know your own body, right? So if you cheat, like, you know you had that banana leaf, right? The other night, you know,
You can't lie to yourself.
Yeah, you can't lie to yourself. So you know what your friend is saying is a gut check,
Yep.
right?
A gut check.
Yeah.
Literally.
So it's, for me, yes, I need a friend that's gonna say, like, "Did you?"
Think back to the times where you've been the most apart from this challenge. Has there been another moment where you've been the most motivated and lost the most amount of weight? And was it because of what people? No, I mean of what people said to you and all.
No, I okay. Back in 2018,
I saw you did a lot of Muay Thai then.
yeah, that was a reality check, because end of 2017, I was also very heavy, but my dad had a triple bypass, and
He was also overweight.
he wasn't overweight. No, I'm literally the black sheep of the family, like the biggest, tallest,
Okay.
yeah, heaviest, whatever. But he had diabetes. He didn't recover well, and I saw my dad like so weak and fragile, and that kind of broke my heart, right? And then it was a reality check for me, because I said, this is my father. Like, all like the heart disease, all this thing is, hereditary.
Oh yeah.
So I am next in line. And then I weighed myself, and I was like pretty heavy. So I was like, okay, gotta hit the gym. Gotta lose the weight. Gotta lose the weight. And I was very lucky enough that time to have a friend. He said, look, I'm experimenting. He's a trainer, so he's like, I'm experimenting on a program for for government health thing, whatever. So he wanted to use me as a guinea pig. So that's what happened for that year. Like, we were training every other day, but we were doing like very high intensity stuff.
Is it the Muay Thai stuff at Taring?
Not Muay Thai was my own initiative.
Okay, got you.
Like, I just wanted to.
You just liked it.
Fucking hit bags and shit. Yeah. But yeah, he took me through all that training, and I lost close to 25 kilos.
In how long?
Within that year.
But what about food? Like, what did you?
Food was just 2 chicken breasts at least, and just veggies. Always veggies, and then no carbs.
For a year?
For a year.
But I'm sure you had one day where you're.
Nope. Yeah, but within that year, the only time I cheated was on my birthday, which was the goal. Like, my goal was to lose 30 kilos by my December 30th, which commemorated my 40th birthday. So I was like, maybe 40 kilos is a bit too ambitious. So I was like, okay, 30 kilos by December 30. It's a nicer hashtag.
Bro, but that takes so much discipline to eat like that for one whole year.
Yeah.
Chicken breast, and you say what? Bread.
And veggies. There was no carbs.
You had to. I mean, bro, you had to eat a lot of chicken breast to feel full. You know.
Yeah, but it was a good thing, because it kind of like told my body, like, look, this is what you need.
How did you feel when you were doing all that?
The first 3 months, shit. But after that,
you're talking about in terms of energy levels, is it?
Yeah, energy levels, like
your body's sore as fuck every day.
I was thinking about it, like, how come I'm doing like every day for this one and every other day for that one, and I still felt more sore with that one? That's because that was like really intense. Like, I haven't done any sports or whatever whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the last time I felt like focused and motivated. And then fucking.
You mean you're talking about 2018?
Yeah, 2018. Aside from this one.
You know, I was talking with the last guest, right? We were talking about diets, right? For me, I always think, like, you see, diets, right? It's very hard to, because what happens is the diet is not forever, right? So once you get off the diet, right, there's going to be what do you call that? It's
crashing moment.
Like, you're gonna bounce back. You're gonna have to bounce back to eating what you were usually eating and all, because you were restricting yourself for so long. So, like, especially if you're someone that don't adopt the lifestyle of going to the gym, right, and you just do a diet only, right, that one definitely cannot work, right? Because yeah, miserable, and then you'll be starving the whole time, and then I just don't think it can work, because after that, you can't be on a diet forever. You can't be eating chicken breast forever.
They say it only takes 21 days to get your body used to something.
I did do bulking, cutting, and I ate very strict diet. Those like bodybuilding diet, and what I noticed is the first second week, you eat completely lean, right, and you're dropping the weight fast. Then after that, you drop it slower and slower, because your body also got used to the to that diet somehow.
Right.
So the fat doesn't come off. And I was also thinking about this with my other buddy, right? For you, do you enjoy going to the gym?
Yeah.
You
Now I do. Yeah.
Why is the release, is it?
The pump.
The pump, the sweat.
Not so much the sweat, but the pump really gets, like, once
You do weights, right, every time?
Yeah. And then, that feeling that of euphoria you get after each workout session. I mean, somebody said, have you ever felt shitty coming out of the gym?
Never.
Like, never, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're chasing that endorphin release.
Yeah.
So I was talking about this with my friend, right? Because you see a lot of people that they go periodically and then they would stop, then they would go again. But for some people, myself, right, when I was 16, ever since I started, 10 years, it's been about 12 years already, I never stopped. But the reason why I was thinking, like, why I cannot stop is because in terms of my self-esteem, right, in high school, I didn't dare to talk to girls, right? So that was a big thing. Because of the gym, it kind of helped me grow in confidence, self-esteem. So I think that's also the reason why I cannot let go of it now. Because without that, I might just go back to that person.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's different for other people. Some people, maybe they just want to go because they want to take a photo or whatever.
Yeah.
I know once they take a photo, then it just goes away. Motivation goes away.
I used to think those people who video themselves or like take pictures of themselves in the mirror at the gym is like fucking posers, right? Just doing it for the gram, whatever. But I mean, I think I can see the other side of the argument where it's like, you're proud at what you accomplished. Look at my fucking arms today after that. Shit, bro. It's like, yeah. I mean, and you want to record it. You want to see yourself, admire yourself, and keeps you motivated. Yeah. So I'm all for that, I mean,
you post a lot of that.
Fucking
You're documenting your progress.
Exactly. And whatever Kevin says about, no, I don't feel my workout, is like, fuck you, bro. You're proud of yourself.
Kevin also lost 10-15 kgs recently.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, or what, with he's training with that dude, that Super Jack.
So Super Jack.
Yeah, Luke Lango. What do you think about birthdays, dude? What is it special to you? Do you want to have a big celebration?
I don't. Oh man, it's just, I guess it's nice to have birthdays, but I think the important milestones are to be celebrated. Like when I turned 40, right? I thought that was okay. That needed to be big. I lost the weight. I wanted to celebrate with my close friends.
Yeah.
So I guess my next one would be 50. I think, I don't know, like 30 was crazy. 30 was crazy. Yeah. No, but it's just another day. It's just another day.
What about if it's not your 40th birthday? It's your 38th birthday or 37. Like, are you the type to plan a birthday and throw a party or something?
If you want to get together, whatever like that, that's fine. But it's not a big deal for me. Like, it doesn't have to be like a whole party. I don't know. I guess it's different for guys and girls.
Definitely. Yeah. It depends.
Girls will appreciate me.
Yeah. For me, I've never been big on birthdays. Like, I feel like, am I gonna celebrate like being? I guess it makes sense when you're probably 21st, 30th, 40th,
the milestones, yeah.
It makes sense, but then 24, 25, I feel like, oh shit, it's a reminder. I'm another year older. That's
Yeah.
number one.
Uh,
Birthdays, and then people would have to plan something for you or whatever. Especially that I feel, I don't like it because I feel bad. You know, like why do they have to plan something for me, or why, or what did I do to deserve this birthday? I know that sounds very it sounds very pessimistic to say that, but I do feel like that, especially if people put in the effort. And if someone gives me a birthday gift, then I'm like, oh shit, that means I have to get you one back as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you don't have to count that day. But I know, I get you. Like it's nice to feel appreciated, especially as guys. You know, I feel like we are not appreciated enough. Like
We are not appreciated.
yeah, like men in general. Don't you? Do you feel that way? Like that's why we need like, if a woman appreciates us 24/7, we will like fucking be loyal as fuck to them. I feel, you know, because okay, I mean,
I think
it's an age old story where you know you have all these songs about mothers, yeah, and you know children, and then you know pets even. They were you have all these appreciation notes, but you know you hardly like. Do you celebrate Father's Day? So,
Okay, okay.
like,
Now I see where you're coming from.
ah, do-
I always feel like it's because, okay, for example, we all know when is Women's Day.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't know the date, but we see it a lot, like especially today in social media, right? But when Men's Day comes around, I don't even see it.
What? It's like just another day. Okay.
I always take it as it's just girls need more attention.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's just the way that they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are somehow okay. Like we were raised to like you know keep it all inside.
Yes.
You know, especially the Gen X generation. You know,
Gen
where-
X is what?
Gen X is like
Yours?
my generation, like 7 up till 80, like
80s
70
kids.
to the 80s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposed to be tougher, basically.
Yeah,
Tough,
you know,
keep it all
where
in.
like that's how you were raised. You know, men protect. Men have to be strong. Men.
You know how I was just talking to a friend, right, and a friend went and talked to this doctor who is really really interested and loves talking about the effects of social media. And think about this, right? 10 years ago, we don't hear the word depression nearly as much, right? 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It seems like almost a coincidence that since the rise of social media, we hear that word so much more often today.
Yeah.
And the doctor was telling him, and he told me all like what the doctor said. Like, he was saying, like, you just imagine this. Okay, the first thing you do when you wake up, what do you do when you wake up?
Check your phone.
Yes, check your phone. People that say that they don't do that, very rare. A lot of them would be lying. I respect you if you don't do that. So he talks about it. You know, he was the doctor was telling him about how subconsciously, let's say you open your phone and then you see your buddy went out last night and celebrate, or your buddy just bought a new house, just bought a new car, right? Which is a lot of that shit you see. And even though you go to the next story and then you tell yourself like, oh, it doesn't bother me, I'm not affected by it, subconsciously your brain is sort of like, it downloaded that data, you know, in telling you that
You're constantly comparing.
you know, even though we know damn well that social media is highlights of a person's life, it's not reality. It's been preached and repeated many times, but still you subconsciously will
We need to feel validated. Like we say, okay, how many posts did my thing get?
Yeah.
Like, how
How
many
many
likes
likes?
that? Yeah,
Yeah,
that I get for my post,
engagement.
yeah. That's the first thing. Like even I hate it so much. Like even as a comedian, that I need to boost shows. I need to see like, okay, was this funny enough? What's going on? Oh, and then
Let me guess. At the start, you did it for just because you have to evolve with the times, right? Marketing.
yeah.
And then after a while, you're like, shit, I'm chasing the numbers.
yeah, exactly.
Everyone, bro.
Oh man,
even more so when it's directly translated to your work.
dude, I tell you, the worst I mean, when I did the challenge, it was the worst time of my life, and it was the best time of my life because
You're getting good numbers.
I was getting great numbers every time I posted up like a working out video. Great job, keep it up.
So many I
so
saw,
fire.
bro.
I was like,
That's
yeah,
the
I
PapiZak
like it.
soaps.
I like it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep on posting, and it just became addictive. Like, oh, why is this not getting anymore?
But honestly, do you think that motivated you, or it was just the money?
No, that one. I mean, money was there, but
Yeah,
you know,
the support also helped a lot.
yeah, and I told there was also a subcategory in the competition where, well, it wasn't clear. It says best social media post gets 10K. You know,
Did you win?
no, dude.
Why am I laughing? Sorry.
No, it's fine because this one is the only one I'm upset about because I thought they were looking for quality, not quantity. So when I found out the girl who won best social media posting, she posted up 31 times. Like that's like a month worth of videos. I said I could have done that.
Oh, you didn't know the criteria.
It was very vague, bro.
Yeah.
It was very vague. They never said quality, and I assume it was quality video over quantity.
Yeah.
Right. So I like this was one video I was so proud of because I put in my own voiceover and it was like
Is it the Coldplay one?
Yeah, it was a
I
movie.
saw that,
I was like,
Yeah.
fucking, let's go. Okay,
Yeah.
this is gonna win me the 10K, but in the end, nothing.
It's okay. They rigged the system.
Hey, hey, we're coming to birthdays. Yeah, it's just any other day, bro.
I've never been.
I
rigged.
will admit that birthdays when I was younger was a rager. Like when you can afford to be raging. But now it's just you realize what's important to you. You know, it's like every day you're alive, every year you're healthy and well. And I want to spend it with the people that I love.
People that you care about.
Yeah.
Do you realize it's so much more common these days, like to get ignored? Previously, right, last time, how do you reach out to people? An email, a phone call, right? At let's say even telephones
Right.
before messages. Okay, let's say house lines, a phone call and emails, right? How would you be ignored is you didn't pick up the phone, which most people would pick up your phone.
Yeah.
Today you send a message to someone and it happens.
You're just waiting for that blue tick.
Yeah. And nowadays, right, I went and do this activity with this person, right? And it's a weekly thing, right? We were playing a sport. Then the next week, we went and play. I asked him again. I said, like, hey, is it on? And no reply, blue tick. And that dude has the audacity to post the event. You know, yeah, what he did, you know, and then post about it and talk about how much fun. And I think like, wow, is this how times are today?
Whoa.
Yeah, like it's just so common to be ignored that people don't care. You know, if the other person sees or
or maybe the brain not there, you know, like, you know, the people who like call in for boss MC today sick and then post up like, hey, I'm in Redang.
I think that particular dude just doesn't give a fuck lah. Yeah, because not like I'm super close to that person. Yeah, I don't know. Times are different.
People. I mean, I guess, is it insensitivity?
No, man. I think it's because you are interacting with so many more people these days, right? That ignoring more people these days is also common. You think about it, right? It's all top of the mind awareness. The person that you've most met that you've met recently, right, is someone that sometimes you would just send them a meme. You know, maybe it's an old friend. You haven't seen them for 5-6 years. Then you just bump into them, and then suddenly you're sending them memes. Yeah. It's a lot of recency bias these days because of the fact that we're interacting with so many more people today. Yeah, compared to last time, tenfold probably. Yeah.
Do you get hurt that if somebody doesn't respond to your meme? Like,
I cannot say that because I always do that too.
Yeah. I send a lot to my group of friends.
Yeah, the comedy groups, is it?
I say, respond, guys. You know, it's us.
Say, haha, it's funny.
Yeah.
Social media is destroying people.
Slowly.
Okay, last one, and then we'll wrap up. Advice the 18-year-old Papi Zak. Yeah, so you were just done with SATs and on your way to... You went right after high school? To Ohio?
Yeah. I went straight to Ohio. Okay, my first advice to him is, for the love of God, please don't take your mother with you to the States. Like she accompanied me to, and
The whole time?
just the first 3 months, bro.
Okay. What happened?
Hey, no, just 1 month. I'm just exactly.
You got fucked.
I didn't get fucked, but I was. Oh my god, I was.
You were a party monster.
No, my mom was constantly next, and she's like that tiger mom is like, oh, you have to go sign this class. Oh, you have to go sign this. My son liked to sign up for this class. How does it? And
oh my god.
Yeah. She
did that destroy your social life?
Just a little bit, like just a little bit. And then she put me. She's like, you have to know where you're going, and it's like, and she put me on this campus tour that was meant for high schoolers. So when I was in there, like, I don't know how she got me in, but she got me in. But, you know, mother's very persuasive. And she got me in. And then everybody was like, yeah, I'm schooling and this high school. I'm a senior. I'm a junior, senior, junior. And then I go, well, I'm a freshman. And then they all look at me like, what? It's like, yeah, freshman. And then I realized that they're asking me, like, which high school? I was like, actually, I'm a freshman here. Like, this is my foot. And then they're like, they all looked at me like, you know, you're not supposed to be here. This is a campus tour for aspiring high schoolers. And then
what did your mom say?
my mom say, we are from Malaysia. We are from Malaysia, and we don't know anything about the campus. And they're like, oh, okay, maybe they're foreigners. Okay, whatever. But yes, and then, you know, she made friends with like the local coffee shop girl, and she's like, hey, please take care of my son. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm like, okay, and it was quite traumatizing. I never went back to that coffee shop, by the way. Although the girl was cute.
Did your mom act that way also when you were in school here?
Not in school here, because, you know, we're
you're not in a different country.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, she just had to make sure that I was safe, my environment was safe.
Are you oldest or youngest?
Oldest.
You have how many siblings?
Just me and my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the first child that's going abroad.
Yes, exactly.
So the first 3 months she was there with you.
No, first month.
First month.
Yeah.
I had this friend when I was in Form 1, right? Until today, we still make fun of him.
Yeah.
So I went to tuition, and after tuition, so the first day I met him was at tuition. It's my mom's friend's kid. Shout out Edward. Yeah. So he, after tuition, his mom came to my mom's car and then wind down the window and say, Brian, next time you go out with your friends, or you call Edward, he got no friends on, you know.
Oh.
So, dude, it was the whole package here. Yeah, he's got no friends, he's having a hard time fitting in, blah, blah, blah. So I went out with him after that. But
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll never forget, but we're still friends until today, good friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we got to Ohio first time, there was a week before school started. So during that week was where I was trying to integrate myself in. But during that week, we stayed at it was kind of like a student hostel. It wasn't a hotel, but it was like, you know, those backpackers place like we see here. You know, they have bunk beds and stuff, and you share your room with like 6 other people.
Yeah.
So my mom made friends with the entire community in that hostel, and then said,
month.
Yeah. And this is my son. Okay, he's
dude. That
study.
Oh my god, bro! It must be so traumatizing. Now I think back, bro.
Every time I go past, because there was one time when I moved out from the dormitories to the house. So bad. Every time I have to cross that dormitory, the lady is still there. Hey, Zach, right? Yeah, from Malaysia. Yeah. How's your mom doing? Yeah, good.
That's all for advice.
They don't bring your mom, and you know, it's just I wouldn't take anything back. I think I needed to experience all I needed to experience when I was there in college. I mean, that was college for. But shout out to all the Malays who are going abroad to study and just stick to the Malays only. Fucking mingle with other people, right? That's what you're there. That's why you're studying abroad, because you want to know about other cultures, not because you just want to be afraid of, black people. I don't
think that's the reason.
No. It's okay, just a funny story, right?
Yeah, what's up?
It was only after my second year of in Ohio that I found out there were Malaysians in Ohio. Okay, and they didn't stay in the dormitories.
Of course, they never do.
They had like a whole apartment block.
Yeah.
To themselves, right? The moment you walk in, it smells like sambal belacan already,
Yeah.
And then, like couple blocks down from that is the closest supermarket.
Yeah.
Right. But they refuse to go to that supermarket because it's in a black neighborhood.
So where would they go?
They would drive 15 minutes away to another place called Big Bear. Okay. And get their groceries there,
or whatever.
Where because it's safe.
Asians are.
There's no Asians there. It's just white people. But
okay. So they just
the supermarket was in a black neighborhood, and they were afraid of the black people.
But
this is straight up ghetto. Comptons.
I don't know what it was like back then, but was there any racial threat or whatever?
No. Okay. So when I studied there, they welcome international people. They didn't know what Malaysia was, mind you. So they either thought I was Hawaiian or Latino, right? So they used to call me the Flying Hawaiian.
They would think that you're Filipino if you were probably shorter.
No. They wouldn't know what Filipino.
You're 6'1", right? 6'2". Okay, yeah. Oh, they don't know what's Filipino.
Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, it's like that's how white that state is. So yeah.
Alright guys, that's it for today's episode 64 or 5. Papi Zak in the house today. 15 years in the entertainment industry in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Guys, if you watch up to this point, it's already been an hour plus, right? You invested an hour plus into this episode. If you don't like the podcast, you have to reconsider what you've just done with your time, if you did like the podcast, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like button, leave a comment, thoughts, suggestions, who you want to see on the next episode. And guys,
Brian's parents.
Yes, Brian's parents. And then guys, we will see you in the next episode. Give it up for Papi Zak.
Hey, it's Rabbit B.
Woke up, I ain't got a job, okay. Don't know what day of the week, okay. Drop a new hit with the squad, okay. Do it and go back to sleep.